I'm Meek, and you are listening to Generative Engine Optimization in the AI Era, Decoding SEO 2.0. Welcome to the show, proudly sponsored by 3 Steps Digital Brand Management, a Kalicube certified agency. Now let's dive right in and decode. So why exactly does AI completely ignore your viral Reddit post but totally trust the local Poodle Parlour? Look, this question gets right to the absolute costliest category error happening in digital marketing today. The entire industry is literally obsessing over Reddit volume. They see thousands of upvotes and think, yes, we hit algorithmic authority. But they are completely confusing platform visibility with algorithmic trust. In today's explainer, we're going to forensically dismantle this algorithmic illusion using hard, undeniable data. We'll see exactly why a local Poodle Parlour is absolutely crushing your viral campaign in the AI era.
Hey there. Before we get started, if you're new here, please subscribe to be kept up to date. For more insights like this, you can also download some free guides to optimize your corporate or personal brand in the AI era at kalicube.com/guides.
Okay, let's get into the real meat of this. You've all probably heard about Google's reported $60 million per year deal with Reddit, right? Well, marketers have catastrophically misread this as Google officially endorsing Reddit as this ultimate authoritative source of truth. But here's the actual reality. Google is not buying authority. What they're really buying is sentiment and conversational data. They're basically just teaching their large language models how humans talk. You know, what slang we use, how we feel about certain topics. But when an AI needs to actually verify a hard fact about your business, it drops all that Reddit chatter instantly and demands structured fact-checking.
50%. That number alone brilliantly illustrates exactly why AI doesn't trust the crowd. Back in 2024, bot traffic accounted for nearly half of all global internet traffic. Half. So when an AI system encounters a Reddit thread with, say, 10,000 upvotes, it inherently knows that an unknown, potentially massive chunk of that engagement is entirely synthetic. Volume is absolutely not authority. High-volume social signals are just fundamentally unreliable to any kind of algorithmic forensic system.
Which brings us to a really fascinating concept developed by Jason Barnard. It's called the Poodle Parlour Principle. The rule here is actually super simple. One verified entry in a specialist niche directory mathematically outweighs thousands of Reddit upvotes when it comes to entity verification. You see, AI systems aren't democratic. They don't take a quick poll to decide what's true. They're forensic. They actively filter out all the noise of user-generated content and look for specific, verified facts anchored by trusted gatekeepers.
To really hammer this home, let's compare these 2 distinct signals. On one side, you've got the Reddit signal. A user named Doglover99 posts that a local business is amazing. To an AI, this is completely anonymous, highly biased, and entirely unverified. The confidence score? It's rock bottom. Now compare that to the niche signal. That exact same business has a structured profile on, let's say, the National Guild of Master Groomers website, complete with a verified license number. That is third-party validation. It's institutional trust. And because of that, the AI's confidence score shoots right through the roof.
As Meek, I'll say this plainly. Chasing Reddit karma for your brand's AI visibility is like shouting into a crowded market and expecting a court of law to cite it as evidence. It might make you feel super popular, but it carries absolutely zero legal weight, or, well, in this case, zero algorithmic weight.
A lot of the industry actually found this out the hard way during the 2025 Great Clarity Cleanup. The search engines effectively ran a massive web-wide audit. Brands that relied entirely on what we call thin authority, meaning their only real proof of existence was user-generated content on social media, got actively penalized or just straight up demoted. If you didn't have structured niche backing, the AI simply assumed you were a ghost entity, a fleeting trend, or worse, a bot, and it just scrubbed you from its confident recommendations.
This really demystifies the actual tech behind the shift. We're looking at the RAG decision matrix, Retrieval-Augmented Generation. When a user asks an AI a factual query, the system goes out to retrieve external data to ground its answer. First, it hits Reddit and actively deprioritizes it because of all that noise we talked about. Next, it hits a long-winded core opinion and just discards it entirely. Finally, it finds a verified niche directory, prioritizes it, and uses that clean, reliable data to confidently answer the user.
So why do these niche directories win every single time? It's the power of schema. These directories act as the machine's absolute ledger of truth because, well, they literally speak the AI's native language. They use structured data like same-as tags. They provide strict verification layers, stable URIs, and perfect entity disambiguation. While Reddit hands the AI this giant, unstructured blob of messy text, a niche directory serves up a perfectly formatted, machine-readable database of undeniable facts. And this is exactly where the massive opportunity lies for you today. It's what we call the missing middle. Most brands operate under the illusion that they either need to be on Wikipedia, which is basically impossible for 99% of businesses, or they just need to spam Reddit. But the actual goldmine? It's this accessible, structured corroboration. We're talking about trade associations, local chambers of commerce, Crunchbase, government registries. It's all about building a rock-solid entity home on your very own website.
All of this builds into a really actionable strategic framework, the Corroboration Hierarchy. Notice how it's stacked. Level 3, niche authority, is your absolute foundation. You have got to establish this verified baseline before Level 1, social sentiment, holds any actual value to an AI. Think about it. You cannot have valuable sentiment about an entity if the algorithmic system doesn't confidently trust that the entity actually exists in the first place. Existence has to precede relevance.
This crucial point is perfectly summed up by a quote from Jason Barnhart. He says, "Truth is a function of corroboration, not consensus." Just because a million people on a forum all agree on something doesn't make it a verifiable fact to a machine learning model. It just doesn't. Algorithmic trust is built entirely on independent, third-party verification.
Here is your definitive takeaway from me, Meek, before we wrap up today's explainer. Stop chasing Reddit upvotes and start building the niche corroborated, machine-readable authority that AI agents actually use to decide who gets recommended. Build that missing middle, structure your data, and make your brand completely undeniable to the machines. And as we wrap up, please don't forget to subscribe to 3 Steps Digital Brand Management. Also, be sure to check out kalicube.com/guides to download your free guides that will help you get ahead in this AI era. But seriously, before you log off today, ask yourself one question. If an AI audited your brand right now, would it find a verified rock-solid entity or just a ghost hiding behind a pile of Reddit upvotes? Go verify your entity. I dived, decoded, and deciphered SEO 2.0 thanks to our sponsor, 3 Steps Digital Brand Management. And thank you for listening. See you next time for another new, necessary nugget of knowledge.